I am so sorry. I am so sorry, black man. Please forgive me. I didn't know, you know, I didn't know. I didn't realize how trapped you've been. I didn't realize how you've been targeted and hunted, set up, lied on. I didn't know. And I want you to know that I apologize. I privileged my pain over yours. I did that. And there's no real excuse, but there is an explanation. Okay. As a black woman in North America, because that's where I live, I've been taught how to relate to you through white supremacy. And I never gave you the benefit of the doubt. I just took the images, the stuff that I heard my mama say, what when wounded women were talking about you, and then I had bad experiences with black men. I painted you all the same way that the cops paint you. And I'm wrong for that. Now, I am apologizing to you in two ways. One, as a black woman, two, as a human being. Because what was taken from you was your humanity. Ever since slavery, ever since Nat Turner, ever since 1830, you have been criminalized. You have been positioned and targeted from kindergarten. By the time you're in the third grade, you're already set up to go to prison. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that they blocked you out of every type of trade so you couldn't make money for your family. I didn't know. I didn't know that the whole structure of what it means to be American is built upon your free labor for white structures, including the penal system. That you were designed to be the workforce for whiteness since you got here. And I didn't know that. And what's worse is I didn't look. I was so hurt by you that I justified my righteous indignation because I was hurt. And I didn't look why you would hurt me. It never crossed my mind that you were hurt too. It, I don't even know how come well, actually I do, because you've been positioned as a criminal and as an animal, so I'm not even going to see you as a human being. I'm going to see you like they teach me to see you. And I fell for it. And I didn't look it up. I didn't look for the research. I didn't care. I was like, yeah, yeah, uh-huh, yeah. I mean, and I'm guilty of that. I did that to you. I didn't ask why you hurt me. I just was hurt. And I didn't look. I didn't see how you've been cornered. Every way. I mean, every way, every decade, from chain gangs to hip hop. You're always getting blamed for violence, but we never talk about the record labels. We never talk about distribution. We always talk about the artists. We always talk about the black men being violent. Well, you don't get to choose what gets on air. You don't get to choose what you get to sign. If you don't do it the way that they say to do it, then you don't eat. You can't. And we make it sound like it's a character flaw when it's a structural, systematic way of keeping you in bondage. And I'm sorry for that. Because if I say I love you, how come I didn't look? How come it didn't even dawn on me? I didn't even think that you could be hurt. I so focused on my pain and all the ugly I had experienced at your hand that I didn't even think, well, hell, how did you get there? And I can say it now on the other side of healing. You see what I'm saying? I can say it now. But I couldn't say it when you needed it. When you needed me to believe you and not them. When you needed a safe space, just someone to hear you out. I didn't listen. So I wanted to punish you. I wanted you to feel how you made me feel. I wanted you to feel the level of hurt and resentment and helplessness, never understanding that is why you lashed out. Anything that's cornered will strike. Anything that's trapped will fight. It's just it's human nature. And I so related to you the way white people have taught me to relate to you. I didn't even look. I didn't ask. I just sided with them. And I turned you into the enemy. And I was wrong. I was wrong. And I apologize. Now, you don't have to accept my apology. Okay? You don't have to. It's not required. Okay? And in truth, you don't, shit, I'm not even certain you should, given the fact that it took me 400 years to look the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? But what I want you to know is this. As a black woman, as a human being, I know what it feels like to be betrayed, to be lied on, to be beat, to be assaulted. I know what it's like. I just never imagined it happening to you. In my mind, I never saw you as a person. I saw you as an idea. I saw you as a threat. I saw you as the pictures on television. I just saw you the way they taught me to see you. And it served me. It let you be the scapegoat for my failings. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not scapegoating on you anymore, black man. I'm not. And I know there are a lot of black women who are wounded. And there's a lot of us who have healed. So I'm on behalf of those of us who have healed, who are willing to be accountable for our power. I apologize. And I want you to know that I forgive you. You didn't ask for this. You don't have to deal with this. Okay? But I forgive you. And some people won't get this, some people will. But for the ones who get it, please know that you really are amazing. That you would make it this far with no support, no help, no one on your side, no one in your corner, none of that. And you're still here. And you still love me. Even though I've turned my back on you. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you've done. As a black man, you never left me. And I blamed you when my father went away. I thought, if my father loved me, why would he leave me? Well, he's the same man who kept me alive when my mother wanted to abort me. So which one is more valuable? My life or my unfulfilled expectation of what you should or should not do? Never mind what you're dealing with. Never mind what you're going through. Never mind your trauma. Never mind your pain. Oh, fuck that. That doesn't count for me. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm dealing with is the level at which I have disappeared your humanity, the level of benefit I've gotten because I'm a girl. They wouldn't. I could go to school. I can get the. I could. They didn't put me in the prison pipeline. They put me in reading classes because I'm not a threat. Because I'm not a dude. You see what I'm saying? But as a black woman, I got things that you could never get because I'm a girl. And yet and still I'm relating to you like the ground is even is even. It's never been fucking even. It's never been even. The fact that you are a man and you learn masculinity through white shit, through watching white motherfuckers do some bullshit, and that's how you learned masculinity. Your father wasn't home. They took his ass to the chain gang. They would pick up black men and throw them in prison. We thought black men left. We were wrong. They got took. But you wouldn't know that because it's not in the history books. You got to find that. You got to look for that. They don't talk about how black men are systematically put in prison to become firefighters for forest fires, but when they leave, they can't get that job. But you can die for the state. They don't talk about how welfare was built in the 70s so that black women could get money if you weren't in the household to punish you for not being married to her as a moralistic argument. But we don't know that because that's not in the books. No one teaches us that. So what we listen to are the other hurt black women who talk about black men, and we listen to it like it's the truth, and then we see it on TV, and then we relate to you like it's who you are. And you become it because our power as black women manifests. We give life and we take it. We take it. The moment we take our love away, we hurt you to punish you for being as wounded as we are. So I apologize. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I didn't account for that you did everything you could do. I mean, you really did. You tried to stay in school, but because you're a black boy and you get active, they label you as disruptive. And then they put you the fuck out. But they keep the girls in and the white kids in because they're not a threat. So you get in the habit of getting put out of school. So of course you're going to take to the streets. You can't get a job. I mean, there's no job you can get that is worth more than pennies. So of course you're going to go illegal. What other fucking option do you got? I mean, really? And the moment you get enough strikes against you, now you got a record. Now you got a felony. Now you can't get a mortgage. You can't get a fucking loan. You can't go to school. You can't do any of that shit. You can't. Because there's no structure set in place for you to be able to do that. Nothing is set up for you to win. Nothing. And because I'm a black woman, I get access by virtue of me being non-threatening. And you don't get that luxury because we don't relate to you as a human being. We relate to you as a threat. And because you haven't been tended to, you have scars, you have wounds, you have traumas, you have hurts, you have bruises that you can't even say because as a man, you suffer in silence. And I've let you suffer in silence. Because I was so mad at you. I was so mad at you. Oh, I was so mad at you from slavery to today. I've been mad because I felt like you didn't take care of me, you didn't protect me, you didn't look out for me. Never dealing with the fact that you couldn't. They had a gun to your head, they had a whip in their hands, they had a chain on you too. And somehow or another, my mind didn't connect the dots. Because I believed that as a man, you were supposed to. But as a human being, you weren't equipped to. As a human being, you did not get any kind of training, education, guidance, protection. You were just as vulnerable as I am. You're more. And we never talk about you like that. We always talk to you or about you like you should know. How? How would you know what to do? How? Who? I marvel at my own ignorance. I'm like, Venus, where you been? And it's not, and the thing is, it's in books. If we look it up, we can find it. It ain't hard to find. The 13th Amendment abolished slavery, but it built into it a clause that says, unless you're imprisoned. So systematically, since 1685, they have been creating laws to enslave you, not because of a crime, but because they wanted to pimp your work ethic. They wanted to pimp your body to slave for them for pennies. And it's so written into law, it's so built into structures and systems, it's invisible to us as Black women. So we're saying, okay, try harder, be accountable, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We sound like white extremists talking to you if we tell the truth about it. And sometimes we use the law against you. We call the police on you. We withhold your kids from you. We make it your fault that we call you all kinds of shit. Never mind the provocation. Never mind the fact that we provoked it. Never mind that our wounds triggered yours. But you become the bad guy and we're not accountable. I'm not okay with it. Not anymore. I'm not. So I want you to know, Black man, that I love you. I love you as a brother. I love you as a father. I love you as an uncle. I'm sick of them saying about absentee fathers. It's not the truth. You just have to look it up. Black men are co-parenting children. Just because they have their mother's address does not mean that Black men are not being dads. It's not the truth. None of it's the truth. But you have to go look for it to see it, sis. If you don't look for it, you won't see it. I didn't see it. And I have 4 degrees. I have a PhD from Stanford. I have more education than most people will ever have in a lifetime. And it never dawned on me to go look. I didn't know. And I'm not saying that as an excuse, it's an explanation. So please know that you weren't wrong. I'm wrong. Okay, I take full responsibility for our relationship. You didn't leave me. I left you. I left you to deal with this by yourself. And I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you alone in this. I'm not doing it. And I want you to know that I think you're glorious. And I want you to know that I believe you. I believe you. You didn't lie. I didn't listen. And I want you to know that I forgive you for all the wounds you acted out on me. Because I know that's not your character. I know that's the wound. And I thank you for making room for my wounds, for forgiving me every slight, for withholding your kids from me, for lying on you, for fucking up your car, for fucking up your credit, for fucking your best friend to get back at you. I apologize. As a Black woman, I did that. But I'm woman enough to be responsible for it. Okay? So you are a human being. You have fears, you have feelings, you have rights, and you have my respect. You have my admiration, Black man. You have it because you're here. It's not about provision. It's not about protection. It's about you are a human being. You're somebody's little boy. You're some father's joy. You're some mother's pride. And we never talk about you like that. We never see you like that. We're not taught to see you like that, right? So you don't even get to see yourself reflected as a person, not a workhorse for love or inclusion or appreciation. I'm not doing it. You are the manifestation of God. And I don't care whether you're a Black Israelite, you're a Black Moor, Hotep, trans, atheist, Christian. I don't give a fuck what you believe. I don't care how you do it, okay? But as far as I'm concerned, that which is greater than I am, that which made the fucking stars and the trees, that motherfucker, you are him. You are the physical embodiment of the character of God. And I will only relate to the God in you. I will not relate to you like your wounds. I'm not doing it. I will shut the fuck up first before I relate to you like your wounds. You're not your wounds. You have wounds, but you're not your wounds. And I just need you to know that you're not alone in this. And I need you to get well. There's nothing wrong with you. You just haven't been tended to. But to be fair, no one's been tending to you, so how would you know better? I just need you well, okay? I can't do it for you. Nobody can. That's between you and God. But I can walk with you. I can walk side by side with you. I can listen. I can understand. I can speak to the highest part of you. And I can love you the way that we love our children. I can tend to a bruise the way I would with one of my sister girlfriends. Because as a human being, you deserve to be tended to. That's not a lot to ask for someone who says they love you. And I love you. I love you so much. You will never know how much. You can't. You can't know that. There's a whole group of us who love you, black man. And we're waking up. Some of us are sooner, earlier than later. You know what I'm saying? Some of us took a little longer, you know. But you're worthy of being loved. And you're worthy of being supported and taken care of and honored and appreciated. You're worthy of everything I want you to give me. You're worthy of it. You don't owe me anything. You didn't, everything you've done was in reaction to being trapped and cornered, to being abused and neglected and set up and put down. I know that. And I want you to know that I know. Okay? So please know that you're loved. And in my woundedness, I turned my back to you. But I'm not doing that anymore. You can count on me. You can count on me to speak for you. You can count on my loyalty. You can count on that. I don't fuck around. I do what I say. And I take care of that which I call my own. And you're mine. Because I say so. Okay? So that's all I got. So for all the brothers who accept my apology, let me know. And just say I love you. Just give me a little heart. I'll be fine. Okay, then I'll know, right? And what I will ask of you is please look to see what it would take to forgive yourself for everything you think you did bad. And I know you did some foul shit, so did I. But forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about giving you the room to breathe. It's about you not beating yourself up or punishing yourself with anything. Okay? And I just need you to forgive you. Forgive you. Well, you'll have room for my love. If you forgive you for all the things you did bad and all the things you think you shouldn't have done and all the stuff that you are hiding, if you can forgive you for real, you can make room for me. If you make room for me, I'll take care. I promise you, there's a whole cohort of black women who want to love you. But because you're wounded and you're bruised and you're tender, we can't get near you without getting hurt. But if you forgive you, if you do that, you'll make room for us. You gotta forgive yourself. You can't keep hurting yourself. You can't keep punishing yourself. If you keep doing that, I can't get near you. I can't get close enough to you to hug you. I can't get close enough because the wound won't let me near you. The wound sees me as a threat. But if you forgive yourself, and you just be responsible for the impact of what happened, then there's some room for us, for all the black women who love you, the ones you see and the ones you don't. I'm not talking about the ones so wounded that they're scapegoating you. I'm not worried about them. They're not my concern. What I love and what I want is you well. I need you well. But I can't get you well. I can't even get to you to show you some things if you don't forgive you. If you don't forgive you, you cannot forgive me. You cannot give me something you have not given yourself. So I need you to forgive you because then you can forgive me. And in that space, we can create something magnificent, something beautiful, something holy, something that we cannot see from where we're standing right now. We can't see it. But if you forgive you and you let me near you as a mother, as a lover, as a friend, as a sister, if you let me near you, I can empower your power. And I could do it in love if you let me. So to answer the real question is, will you let me? Will you let me? You don't have to. It's not required. But if you don't want to be alone anymore, if you want the ache to go away, then let me in. My love is an imperfect love, and I'm wounded too. But if you can respect my wounds, I can respect yours. And we just heal together. We just heal together. And together we can do things we can't do alone. So I want to build things with you, black man. I want to show you things you can't see. I want you to know that I love you because you're a human being, not because of what you do for me. I'm not measuring by your money. I'm measuring by your heart. And I know some women who do measure by money, but that's not us. That's not the one. That's not me. That's not how we roll. Not the ones who will let my truth tellers. We understand because we've been there too. And so I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you directly so you'll know where I stand in the matter. And for all my sisters' success, thank you for backing me on this. I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you so much for handling it. I see it in the stream. Thank you for speaking on it because they need to know I'm not the only one. It's not me, it's us. It's a we thing. So I love you, sisters, for just putting it in there so they know that I'm not making this up. I'm not the only one who gets it. It's just taking me a little longer because my arrogance is beyond me, So that being said, if you're a black man and you're accepting my apology and you're taking on my request to forgive you so you can make room for us to build something beautiful together, then just type in I love you. And I don't know what that means. Okay? All right. Oh, fuck. I should have told y'all to share this. I forgot. If you're fed by this word, this life giving word, please pay it forward. I totally forgot to share it. Tell y'all to share. Please share this. I don't know how long it is and I don't care. It's something that's important. And it's something that we don't talk about. Okay? So please, please, please share this video. This is Dr. Venus, your Hot Miss Millionaire. Goodbye for now.